Alright, these are Shasee Zippers for preschoolers, just like we do in the older class. I have them line up against the ballet bar, and then I ask them all to take their magic glue bottle out. They mix up their magic glue, make sure it's nice and sticky, and they stick them to their hips. And then each week later, once they know that they stick them to their hips, you can start to be silly and ask them questions like, should we stick it on our nose? Do we do it on our head? And they'll say, no, our hips. So you put hands on your hips and tell them that it's got to stay stuck. And you're like, we call these Shasee Zippers because we zip, 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 zip across the room. So our hands on our hips, and the way we zip is we're going to point, squeeze our legs together, and jump in the air. And you demonstrate for them. Then, all together, with the music starts, you take out your magic glue, hands on your hips, and you all together will zip across the room with the ballet music, all the way to one side of the room. Then you tell them to come back and go the other way. And then as they progress later into the session, you can say, oh, let's try the big girl arms, and the big girl arms being third position. But telling them that, okay, you have to really make sure that you hold your arms nice and strong, that you have an umbrella protecting your head from the rain, and the other arm is nice and out, but it's frozen like a statue. And we just move like this. So that's, to progress, but to start, they can put hands on their hips. So they zip, zip, zip across the room. Then after that, once you practice it as a group, depending how small or big your class is, you can then have them take turns one at a time. So have them, line up at the bar and say, okay, we're taking turns. And I always explain this before we do any exercise. We're going to take turns, one friend at a time. So does that mean that we're all going at the same time, or one friend at a time? It'll be like one friend at a time. So you kind of have to help play referee with holding the girls back or running. So we're going to take turns, so one friend at a time, and then we clap for each friend. And then everybody gets a turn. And then always make sure that everyone's got a turn, obviously, at the end.